All right, what is up, YouTube? I'm back once again with another video. Today, we're definitely going to talk about the all-time highs, which is the Dow is setting because of Apple's earnings. Is definitely a blowout quarter. And as we see, let's go ahead and check out our portfolio. I know yesterday during after hours, I know we were up about $3,500 on the Apple position. And as you see right here, we're up about $4,000 now on the Apple position. So we made about $2,100 today on Apple. And I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and cash out. But then again, we can look at our buying price and say, okay, when did we buy Apple? Do we really want to, kind of trip over, a couple of cents? So let's go ahead and put our RSI in here. Put our RSI. Our RSI in our chalk and oscillators. All right, and we have our live news. We have our time and sales. All right. So we see exactly what's going on here with Apple. We see Apple is definitely overbought at the moment. We see an all-time high being reached at this 159.75 level. So we can just about say 160 was reached by Apple. I'm pretty sure it might get here today or tomorrow, but we do know that Apple is definitely going higher. With that being said, we do see that Apple is overbought, so we're kind of tempted to, go ahead and take our money out. So I guess we can go ahead and see exactly where do we buy Apple at. We can make our decision based off of that. I know those are the low 140s, and I know we really don't want to trip over a couple of dollars getting in and out. But let's see if we can find our our buying price for Apple. Okay, we bought Apple at 144.14, so the stock is just about hitting 160. So pretty much, if Apple does fall, back to that 150 level, we're still profiting. So when we do have situations like this, we definitely don't want to get out and pay an extra price or pay extra just because we wanted to take out some profits. Remember, we bought it at 144. The stock is now $13 a share higher than it was before. So when that typically happens, we definitely don't want to take our money out. We simply let it ride. I know we see this huge gap happening right here, but remember, all gaps must be filled. So maybe the daily moving average causes it for it to be checked down back at that lower $150 level. Maybe I get in, maybe I get in my personal account. But as we see, my $30 increments seem to uphold because we see price targets being raised to that $180 level. So we see 150 being achieved. What happens at 150? We see 180, and that's simply using my $30 price increments. So we see exactly what's happening here with Apple. So let's go along and go to our other positions. We see Berkshire Hathaway. We see all-time highs or close to all-time highs being reached by these. So let's go ahead and check that out. All-time highs being reached today, and looks like we're getting ready to break out. So, another plus. I own this personally in my account. We see Chesapeake back below that $5 mark. Remember, it was getting close to that $5 mark, but we see it, retracting back to that $4.60 level. We see Clorox not really doing anything, really becoming a boring stock. But we see Home Depot. Like I said, Home Depot was definitely a huge buy when it did hit that low point. And as we see, Home Depot is definitely recovering. Now we're back at that $150 level. We see Honeywell still giving us a really good return for our money. We're up about $1,500 on that. And we see the PLX, a penny stock that that some people were invested in. We see exactly what happened to that. Starbucks, it's now starting to climb back up, and we see a dividend getting ready to be paid later on. This is another penny stock, but we see the triple Qs. We're up about $2,000 on the triple Qs. Take two, we're up about $2,200 on that. So we see exactly what's happening. We see exactly how our portfolio is unfolding for us, upon our eyes. But we see a breakout period, like I said, getting ready to happen here while it's overbought. So we might go even higher. So we can just, simply, I guess we can match it up to the, S&P 500. We see the S&P 500 bumping against this, all-time high right here. And maybe we break out or maybe we get checked down. But we see the daily moving average acting as a wedging level here. So we might see this wedging level getting pushed out to a breakout, or we might see this wedging level getting broke down and going below. So those are two possibilities that we do have for the S&P 500. Also for Berkshire Hathaway, like I said, it's getting close to those all-time highs, or setting all-time highs today. And we see, it has enough room right here. We have about $5 of downside if we were, if the stock were to fall before it hits that daily moving average. But we do see, these stocks are definitely starting to get really bullish towards the end of the year, and we see exactly, what you should have invested in or what you can invest in. Now that the market is, somewhat, trying to get back on track, and we see all-time highs being reached right here with the XLF. We see a small breakout period here, and it's just basically just chilling out. So we see 25.27 was definitely the all-time high for that. And we see, we're kind of getting ready to break out here. We see a, slight uptrend, and this could also be seen as a wedge. Let's go ahead and, get our drawing tools out. This could also be seen as a, trading wedge. We see exactly what's happening here. We see exactly what's going on here. So we can see the stock is definitely hitting that support level, and it looks like we might have a breakout on our hands, or we might have a breakdown. So those are two possibilities that might happen. But as we see, there is definitely a lot of buyers in the area, so it looks like we might continue to go higher and maybe hit that $26 level. Twilio was definitely another stock. We can see exactly what happened. The stock is definitely getting washed out. No longer is it oversold at $22, but it's getting close to oversold at $28. Now we have to see exactly what goes on when they do report. I'm definitely going to be tuned into this call to see exactly what's going on and see how bad did Uber hurt this company when they did, pull back some of their products, pull back some of buying their products from Twilio. And that's pretty much really, really it going on with the market. I know Take-Two does report today. We have Kim Moore's reporting today, so these are two of my personal investments. We see that those are, those two companies are definitely reporting today, and we definitely want to make, I would definitely want to pay attention to, the earnings call, see if growth is definitely being mentioned there, see if I can, look for double digits, hopefully, and we want to make sure that we're, like I said, doing everything that I'm doing, looking for those earnings call, looking for, growth being mentioned, seeing exactly what the CEO is talking about on that call, and paying attention to what analysts are asking when the call does happen. So, like I said, we choose the best investments. Remember, you want to pay attention to the company that is making money because it will make you money. So we see Apple definitely come out with a really strong quarter. We see it beat on iPads, iPhones, Macs, Apple Watches, services. So there was definitely, a lot of things going on. There's a lot of growth to be had with Apple, and I don't think this is done. So I know a lot of people's looking for growth. Apple definitely won. Berkshire Hathaway, it's slow growth, but it's definitely won. Honeywell, it's growth, but it's won. Home Depot, it's growth, but it's won. We see the triple Qs, leverage ETF. You can say it's growth, but it's leverage growth. And we see Take-Two Interactive, and this is growth as well because it is video game makers. So we can go to Activision Blizzard, the one that's making Call of Duty. We see exactly what happened right here, kind of bumping up and bumping up against this $63 level, setting all-time highs. But we see exactly what's going on. We see we see different news coming out, and we see EA Sports definitely reported somewhat of a strong quarter, and we see price targets being raised on the stock because some analysts feel bullish on it. So we see exactly what's going on in the market. It's everybody's pretty much positioning themselves for earnings to see exactly what the company's definitely going to come out with. So that's pretty much what you see in the market. And you see the Dow Jones hit 22,000, and that's pretty much for the benefit of Apple, hitting those all-time highs, taking the market, taking the Dow Jones higher, and also, somewhat bringing up the NASDAQ as well. So, like I said, make sure you guys are reading, researching, and understanding growth. Also, for my website, we're definitely going to be doing $20 lessons. I'm just going to charge a $20 fee flat, and this comes with, I would say each lesson is $20. Let me excuse that. So we're definitely going to have a lesson on opening a brokerage account. I know opening a brokerage account, I might make that, just a little bit more cheaper. I might slash that to $5, just to show you guys exactly what to do when you open a brokerage account. Also, how to choose your stock, what to look for when you're looking for a company with growth, how to trade stocks, and, things like that. We want to make sure that I'm able to capture, what the audience wants. So I definitely will have video lessons tailored for people specifically wanting to know different things. So this won't be just a cut and dry video where you just have to watch it and and be bored all day. This will be a video that is catered and tailored to exactly what you need to help you grow in the stock market. So remember to make sure you guys are steady following up on my website, so that way when I do put those products out there, all you have to do is just go ahead, email me, pay me via PayPal or Square, and we'll definitely get those lessons set up. I might add you on a Google Hangout, talk to you about it, spend a lot of time with you, so that way you'll understand, and that way you'll be getting exactly what you paid for, instead of just giving you a video and say, here, there you go. We want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what you're doing. So with that being said, guys, take care, and make sure you guys are clicking on the link in the description to take you to my website. Take care.